Hello everybody. So this is another the video in our series of videos, and I would like to essentially provide this video so that so that the whole model is visible. We received some feedback that it would be nice to show the entire model running here. As you can see now, we have zoomed this and it's possible to view it as I'm going to run it now. As you can see, it's now going back to this way, going to verify login page, going to invalid password, and all the other directions. So I'm now going to explain a little bit how the model works, and we can see here step by step. As you can see now, it's essentially back in the, as you can see, it goes to the different models, and we can see the model names here. And the way it jumps between models is really through the shared nodes, which are in orange color. So I can essentially move forward a little bit, and then we can see how it runs different parts of the model. So this is kind of the login page. As you can see, we have verify in login page, and it's in the process of really going to the dashboard page, because this edge has been made bold. It goes to the dashboard page, and then it goes to the dashboard really model, which you can see here, dashboard. And it's going now to go to verify in automated test page shared, because it's clicking on a automated tests. As you can see, automated tests here is trying to add an example automated test, which is web or Android application app, and filling out the information for them and making sure that all the right things that as we expect in that page. So it went back, it came back to the dashboard page. Now let's see where it goes. As you can see, as you can imagine, the whole in the graph algorithms concepts, we have different graph traversal algorithms such as breadth first search and depth first search, and really those things really impact how this is going to run. I mean, if we, for example, look at the internet, right? So we have breadth first versus depth first search, and in the Graph Walker, it's possible to configure to use each of these algorithms. So as our viewers know, really, so the situation is like this. In breadth first, it really goes all the way down. So you can consider each of these things as one node, or as in an aggregate level, a model. It goes down and then comes back up, tries to cover everything. But in depth, in breadth first, it really covers this way. So for example, for our case, this breadth first will be covering all the nodes of a given element and then jumping to that element. But by default, GraphWalker works in depth first way search approach, so that's why we see the model-based tool jumps between different models and comes back. We are going to, in next videos, choose the other options so that we can see how things change. But in terms of coverage, it's not going to change too much, because we have asked the tool to do 100% edge coverage. So it's really going to cover everything. Yeah. So let's continue and see how it works. So as you can see now, it has come to again a verifying login page, and then it went to dashboard, and apparently it's coming back to login page by logout. Let's see, now it goes to forgot login password. So it gets to forgot password page. And as you see, it's going to it's taking this edge, which is verify sent to registered email information message. So we are verifying that if I enter a correct and valid email address, which has already has an account in the system, it will really send that message, and it will say it. So it says we sent the message. So and then quickly comes back to login page, and then takes the other way. So it's going to cover everything. It's just taking things one by one, as you can imagine. So we're just gonna now let it run, and then you can watch it a little bit. I will be back. right now is in the create project page. And it's trying to verify a few things. So it's going to the projects page, verify in project detail summary page and project detail summary page. So essentially to just give you some ideas. Yes, as you can see, well, if you watch this video very kind of and you don't pause it, you're gonna, well, it will be hard to follow it. The best way to understand how model-based testing works is to pause the video and then zoom out. This is a create project page. You can see verify in project detail summary page. Some of the captions are too large, but of course to understand them you have to understand the system under test. For example, in the project page you have to go to the actual page and see it has got so many elements. So essentially, yeah, it would be nice if the folks who are watching this video kind of look at the SUT and spend some time and digest what features the system under test has, and then it will be easier to understand our test models. Well, this particular model appears to be kind of one of the most really complex ones as you can imagine. Well, we have tried to draw it in a more visually attractive way, but you can download it and watch it. I mean, you can actually download the whole JSON, which you can load this in your Graph Walker Studio, and you can understand how it works. Once again, in dashboard page, it's going to projects page, going back to dashboard, going to reports page, create page, project detail summary. So it's do lots of creating new things and verifying whether those items that have been created properly. It's now and again just jumping around, but this is not random noise. There's a good strategy behind it. Report detail page and dashboard. Okay, in dashboard, so again we can pause and see what it's really doing. In dashboard page we have the verifying dashboard page in the middle, and verify in reports page, verify in automated test page shared. So each of these things are shared. Those are the linkages, the bridges to each of the other page models, as you can see. For example, yes, as you can see, so verifying reports page share, that will really bring it to this reports model. Jump there, do a few other things, come back, and then at the end of the day, it will try to run them in a way that all the edges are covered in the most optimal manner. So I'm just going to pause and end this particular video screencast here. And hopefully we will post more videos like this. Take care.